I've been wanting to work in games my entire life. Originally, I wanted to work in journalism, inspired by people like Video Gamer.
You can't have it all, Adam. You've either got to stand against the £50 games, or you've got to want longer games.
Then I decided I actually wanted to make games, and I was inspired by every single indie game I've ever played in my life. And I was so inspired that I even went to university for it. I had a great time, learned a lot, and graduated with a good degree. But as soon as I graduated, the games industry just fell apart. I kept applying and applying, but eventually the jobs just stopped getting posted entirely. Eventually, I found YouTube. I've been watching Adam McDermott for years, and with everyone else starting to make Platinum videos, I thought I'd give it a go. So I bought an Elgato and very awkwardly made my first video. I've been playing on PlayStation basically my whole life. I got my first trophy almost 15 years ago, and since then I've been hooked. And then, in those next 18 months, I just kept making videos, getting better and better at every aspect of making them. I'd never used OBS before. I taught myself how to use DaVinci to edit, how to make thumbnails, and just generally how to present myself. However, for various reasons, the upload schedule has always been very sporadic, but starting tomorrow, everything changes. For the foreseeable future, I'm going to be taking the channel a lot more seriously, with consistent, thoughtful, and positive videos every week. And as a part of this relaunch, to make it more sustainable, I'm also launching a Patreon. First things first, if you're not in a financial position to support, then I completely understand, and nothing that currently exists on the channel is getting put behind a paywall. But if you can and want to support, then it would mean the world if you check out the Patreon page and find a tier that's right for you. Ultimately, I want to create a positive space on the internet where we can talk about games, and with the state of games media at the moment, building a community and crowdfunding feels like the right thing to do. There's 4 tiers which we'll go through one by one, and as we get to them, I'll talk about a new show that I'm creating and how the video schedule is going to work moving forward. First up, we have the $1 tier. The idea behind this one is it's for people who don't want to fully engage with everything, but they want to help support the channel. I didn't want this to just be a generic thank you tier, so at this tier, you'll get access to a weekly newsletter starting tomorrow and then every Monday afterwards. The content of the newsletter will change week to week, but I'll be talking about what games I'm playing, films I've seen, reactions to gaming news and presentations, highlighting new indie games that I've found, and thanking new patrons that signed up that week. Now the $5 tier is the main one, and it's the one I'm specifically highlighting on the page. You'll get access to the newsletter, and also access to an exclusive Discord server. This server is going to be a positive space to talk about games, films, personal projects and more, and it's also a place where you can participate in the Game Club. The Game Club is a new show I'm starting, where as a community we'll choose a game and divide it into sections, and then each week we'll play through that section. During the week we'll discuss that section in the Discord, and then once you're finished with that section, you can leave a comment on the Patreon post. And then at the end of the week, I'll collect your comments and talk about them in a dedicated video every Tuesday. And we'll continue to do this until we've spoke about the whole game. A big part of both YouTuber and trophy hunting culture is finishing the game as fast as possible. And the idea with this series is we can take a step back and appreciate the game fully. This idea is obviously heavily inspired by the Deepest Dive on MinMax, so if you haven't heard of them but this idea sounds interesting, then go check out their channel as well. And I'm happy to announce that the first game we'll be covering on the Game Club is Dragon Age Inquisition, with 2 one-off episodes on Origins and Dragon Age 2. If you're interested, on Tuesday I'll upload a video explaining it more in detail, including when it'll actually start, and obviously the videos will go up publicly for everyone, but to participate in the discussions you'll need to be at the $5 tier or above. However, because this show hinges so heavily on community participation, I've decided for the first 4 episodes anyone will be able to submit a comment, so you can see what the show is like, and if you're enjoying it, you can join at the $5 tier and keep participating. And if the Game Club is successful, we'll finish off the series and play the Veilguard together in November. Also at the $5 tier, you'll be able to vote on which games we'll cover next on the Game Club, and also vote on upcoming videos. Speaking of videos, at the moment I'm committed to uploading a main channel video every Saturday, so just the usual videos I've been uploading, but more consistently and at the same level of quality. However, if you're at the $5 tier or above, you'll get those videos a day early on Friday instead. So that's all the main stuff, and the next 2 tiers are for people who want to support the channel even more, which is greatly appreciated. At the $10 tier, you'll get your name shown at the end of every video on the channel, and whenever I go live, your name will be shown at the start and end of each livestream. You'll also get a special role in the Discord server, so people know how cool you are. And at the $20 tier, you'll get your name shown in each video and live, but in a bigger, cooler font, and I'll say your name out loud, like, "This video was made possible by your name." And again, you'll get a very special role in the Discord server, so people know that you're very cool. Speaking of going live, I don't want to set a schedule yet, but I would like to start going live for more long form games. When the 1.6 update comes out, I want to finally play Stardew Valley for the first time. I think it would be fun to finally complete the challenge and platinum the witness. And for the people who aren't playing along, I think it would be a good idea for me to play whatever game we're doing the Game Club on, so you can still enjoy the video without needing to actually own the game. So keep an eye out for those both on YouTube and twitch.tv/platinadam. Now, a lot of this video has been about the future, and promising content and a community that doesn't actually exist yet. So the next main video on the channel will be the Alone in the Dark reboot. It'll come out on Saturday on YouTube and Friday at the $5 tier. However, as soon as we reach 5 patrons, I'll put the video live at the $5 tier, and next week's video will be a Platinum video on Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'll be finishing the edit early this week, and if we hit 25 patrons before next Friday, I'll put the video live on the $5 tier as soon as it's done. Thanks for watching this video and for all the support so far. I'm really excited about these next steps, so if you can, click the link in the description, join the Patreon, and let's build something better.